Hello YouTube, my name's Peter and welcome to my kitchen. So today I've got a really short video and it's how to make this super cool reindeer cake. I'm not going to be sharing how to make the cake, it is a gluten-free sponge, but if you go back to my last video on how to make a penguin cake, then it's exactly the same recipe for 7-inch round sponge and the same chocolate ganache that works. The quantity of the cake mix is slightly less this time, but I'll put that in the description. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. So to start, split the deep 7-inch sponge into 3 layers. The method for how to make the sponge is in my penguin cake video and in the description below. Onto a cake board, pipe a dot of softened ganache and place down a layer of sponge. I always put the top layer of the sponge at the bottom because it's always the most uneven. Now pipe around the edge of the sponge with ganache and fill it with cream. Place the next layer of sponge on top and repeat. I put the bottom slice of sponge upturned on the top of the cake, as this will give it a very clean edge. The recipe for the ganache is also in my penguin cake video. Pipe the remaining ganache around the outside of the cake and smooth it out using a palette knife. It can still be quite rough at this stage. Put it in the fridge to firm up and we will smooth it out later. On the back of some greaseproof paper, draw out 2 antlers about 20 centimeters tall. Melt 100 grams of dark chocolate, let it cool slightly, then pipe around the pencil outlines on the other side of the greaseproof. Smooth them off with a palette knife and then put them in a fridge to set. Pull out about 50 grams of white fondant to about 1.5 centimeters depth. Cut out rounds of the fondant to make eyes. I cut out 3 different sizes so I could decide later which side would fit best. Roll some tiny balls of black fondant and squish them onto the white rounds. Color the remaining white fondant red. Roll it out to a depth of about 1.5 centimeters and cut out rounds for the nose. Slightly squash the rounds to make them more oval. Once again, I cut out 3 sizes so that I had a choice later of which size to use. Take the cake back out of the fridge. Using an icing smoother or a piece of card, smooth out the ganache as well as you can. Choose the best side of your cake to be the front and stick on the best fitting nose and eyes. In the end, I used 3 cm diameter eyes and a 6 cm diameter nose. Use something flat to push them in and make it stick to the ganache. Now take the antlers out of the fridge and position them on top of the cake at the position you want them. Insert a knife into those positions and then slide the antlers in. My antlers were just in front of the halfway point of the cake. I like to dust the cake plate with icing sugar to make it look more wintry. That's the cake finished. Just leave it in the fridge until you're ready to serve. Then use a large hot knife to make cutting the slice more clean. So that's how you decorate the cake. It's actually really simple to do, but I think it always turns out really well and it's quite an effective one. My family are now really looking forward to diving into this and eating it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends. And I hope that you all have a very happy Christmas and a good New Year. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.